It's Jacob here again. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys my dorm here. Now, if you guys don't remember, back in October, my roommate and I, we entered ourselves into the UGA Dorm of the Year contest for 2016. Did not draw us 2016 right there. But yes, we were entered in that contest and we did win thanks to my friend, my best friend, and also YouTuber Alex, aka Captain Nintendo Dude, aka CND. So yes, but thanks to him, he gave us a shout out in one of his videos and you guys all flocked and liked the photo. And I made a deal with him that if he gave me a shout out for the contest, that I would post another video on my channel if our entry photo got 500 likes. We smashed that. I think we got like over 650 likes maybe, I forget. But we did end up winning the contest. I've been saying since October that I was gonna film a dorm tour video and I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be showing you guys my dorm, what it looks like, all the little things. At the end of the video, I'll give you guys some tips and stuff about how to make your dorm feel like home. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so if you walk in here, so you can see the vastness of the dorm. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty scary screensaver right there. Anyway, so you can see the vastness of the dorm. Now, first things first, check your ego at the door. Second things second, here's what we get. This is all that we got for being grand prize winners. Is this little tiny door thingy. Alright, is this side. Over here is Tony's room, Tony's side. This side over here is my side. So we're gonna start with the back of the room. So there's a door, that's always nice. So first thing you notice, there's a big J, D, and then a T, D. And I made those before graduation so that people could sign them. You can see Sevens right there. Party hard, man, love you. And Donovan's right here. I love your big white D, I love you. Donovan O'Brien. So I made those for graduation so that we could put them up in our dorm. Over here you can see there is my skincare product as well as a small dresser and a bunch of rust frickin' on the dresser and stuff. So the if you look in here, the most important thing in a dorm is organization and storage. So as you can see, there's a shoe organizer there and another organizer, closet organizer there, as well as a closet doubler on the bottom. Up here, that's where I keep my extra food, my shower stuff, some sports stuff, my 3DS. Over here is just school supplies storage and stuff I don't use very often. Tony's side is about the same thing, so you can see Tony's weird fur thing, his hammock, and then here we have our full futon bed thingy that folds back into a full bed slash futon thingy, whatever you want to call it. There's my bike there in the back. There's my longboard. Tony has a suitcase back there. We got a nice big green banana leafy tapestry that we use to cover up the big ugly nasty wall that they never paint. So also in the futon, if you lift it up, there's a storage thing underneath it. Storage is key. So moving on to Tony's side here, you can see he has a bunch of Polaroids up at the top. You can see this deer head that I had to make because he was unable to do so. We got a lamp. We got his Rip Tony's MacBook. Okay, so here we go. We got all of his little knickknacks and stuff. Lots of things. He has a second T and a D, unlike me. So there's a desk drawer and everything. So onto the shelves here. We got our yearbooks. We have the Polaroid he takes pictures on. We have the Polaroid he doesn't take pictures on. We have this weird glass skull thing that I never understood. Basically, this is his more for show than anything. He keeps his school supplies up here on the top. You can also see some inspirational quotes there. He also had those over here on his closet. It's very nice to cover up as much wall space as you can, cover up all of the ugliness. So here's my favorite part of the room, the plants. This is my favorite part. I think this is one of the things that makes the room feel very homey. So we got a big paper white there, a little spruce, marjoram, a baby cactus, another cactus, a succulent, bamboo, aloe, palm, no idea, a fern, coffee, a weird vine, and some weird dinosaur plant sitting in a horn. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you may have noticed that There's all these little white labels around the room. I am in a German class, so I labeled a lot of the stuff in my room in German. We got our alarm clock that is currently 25 minutes fast for some reason. So then we'll move down to my little shelves over here. We got some books, my ocarina, some pictures of Katya and I, a big Club Nintendo thing from a very long time ago. Down here we have some school supplies of mine, my laptop, a picture of my senior swim squad. There's me, a Stormtrooper mug. But then up here we got my desktop set up, big main monitor, second little monitor. You can see my webcam there for streaming. Mic back there. You can also see this mess of cords back there. There's literally 2 square feet of room to work with, and I have like probably 20 plus cords back there. There's my desktop there. You can see there's an R2-D2 I painted, as well as a calendar that is definitely out of date from last semester. Here is a shelf that I made that was supposed to fit over my desktop there, but that didn't work out, so it's over here now, which I think I actually like better. But you can see there's a bunch of little knickknacks and stuff that I've gotten from loot crates and other various things. And then up here we can see all my amiibo, only 6 of them, all Zelda. There's a wax melter, a bunch of candles, a big calendar that is pretty bare. You can see Pizza Hype Tuesdays. Awesome painting that my friend made me of a stormtrooper riding a triceratops through space, and it is it's like textured and everything too. There's a awesome painting that Katya made me a long time ago. Periodic table of elements, because who doesn't like them some elements? You can see right there my favorite element, bismuth, which I also have a physical variant of it right here. Bingo. So then moving on towards the TV area. Well, I guess we'll go up here first. So this is my bed. You can see some Zelda puzzles that I have there. Those have fallen many a times and are very cracked on the bottoms. They at least they're glued so the puzzle doesn't shatter. So moving over to the TV area, we got my Wii U gamepad down there, as well as all my film stuff back there, a water jug, all my games are in that case right there, Xbox One, Wii U, TV, ooh, cool dinosaur lamp, definitely. As you can see here though, this is from IKEA, and it's important to note that you're very tight on space in a dorm, and if you mismeasure by literally an inch, you'll have to do this, and you'll literally have to build your furniture around other furniture inside of it and whatnot. So try to get proper measurements if you can. As you can see, we added in all these extra drawers. We keep like this is controllers and stuff, plates and utensils and everything that we keep in there. These are food. This is basically our little pantry here. We got our fridge with all of our got milk stickers, and Bowser wants you. There's our microwave, a Keurig that we never use, some fruits that I eat, and a Keurig holder, and then there's my nice bare butt. Please don't censor me, YouTube. So yes, as you can see, this room, I'm standing in the middle of this room right now, and there's 2 feet that way, and there's 2 feet that way. There's not a lot of room in this dorm, but we try to make best use of it. It is very important. That's basically it. That's my dorm. You can see I got my cool monitor set up there. Come over here, sweep around again. Do a quick sweep. Alright, so yeah, that's my dorm. There's really not much to it, considering it's literally like maybe 20 feet by 15 feet. So there you go. I forgot to say this when I first filmed this video. I'm gonna show you guys what the dorm looks like at night, because it is a much different atmosphere then than it is during the day, and I personally think it looks a lot nicer. So I'm gonna show you guys some pictures of that. Alright guys, so that was a tour of my dorm right here. But yes, most importantly, I guess I should give you guys some tips about what to do with your dorm. I know it was absolutely hectic for me when I was going into college. I'm only a freshman now, but I still went through the whole process of finding my roommate, and then like decorating a dorm. Now, I was lucky enough that I went to high school with my roommate, so I knew him, and we could communicate about that stuff. But a lot of people are doing random roommates, or they're doing like they're meeting their roommate later. Now what I would suggest with that is definitely communicate with your roommate as much as you can to figure stuff out. I know, like, it's scary, like going to college. It's exciting, but it's also a little nerve-wracking at the same time, and a lot of people worry about their dorm, what it's going to look like, what they're going to decorate it with, what their roommate's going to be like. You typically haven't lived with your roommate beforehand, so that's also pretty scary too. The biggest thing that I can just say is communication is always key. If there's any sort of way where you can avoid having a blind roommate until you literally get to move in, like until move-in day, like, then I would definitely say communicate with your roommate so you can figure all that stuff out. The most important things I would say for decorating a dorm though, storage is key. You need to have a lot of room to store things. We got lucky, we have these big, you know, those big closet storage things, so that helped a lot. If you don't have something like that, make sure you try to get something where you can store a lot of stuff in, because there's a lot of things that you have, like a bike helmet that you might not use every day and might not even use every week. So it's definitely important to have storage. Our futon has the thing underneath it for storage. Our TV stand has a bunch of storage on it. So if you can get something that has storage on it, that's important. If you can't get a futon that has underneath storage, then maybe you get bins or something. Bins are always nice. If you can't loft your beds, there's a whole lot of storage that you can put underneath your beds if you're not gonna have a TV. There's so many things that kind of go into it, but I would just say that it's important to make sure that you do have a plethora of storage. Now on top of that, I would say if you really want your dorm to feel homey, I've been in a lot of dorms and it's just kind of like another dorm, but when I walk into my dorm, you know, I feel like it's complete, you know, it's just kind of, it feels homey, you know. I'm used to being surrounded by a lot of things, not bareness, you know. There's, in my house, there's, you know, paintings and stuff on the wall, there's pictures on the wall. So I would say if you want to make your dorm feel more homey, definitely cover the walls as much as you can, okay? Most dorms are going to have just plain white, sometimes off-white because it's dirty paint, walls, and basically, like, if you can cover up the wall as much as you can, especially with something big like a tapestry, that's really, really good. I mean, even we have a flag behind my TV, I have, you know, the puzzles hanging, I have my canvas, periodic table, calendars, whatever you can think of to cover up more wall space, the better. If you can have less white, literally the more complete your dorm will feel. And then also just things in general, like, you have a lot of things in a house and you are living in a dorm, like this is your own little house. So I would definitely suggest, like, I mean, have a lot of stuff. Like Tony and I, we have a lot of stuff, okay? Like, people thought that when we were moving in, they're like, there's no way that they're gonna fit all this stuff in that dorm, in that little tiny dorm. And we did, and we've even brought more stuff since move-in day. And it's gonna take a long time to set up, I'm not gonna lie. It took us 2 full days to set up this dorm, just this one single tiny room, the 2 of us. So it's definitely, if you have a lot of stuff, it's gonna take a lot of time to set up, but at the same time, it's gonna feel more complete. You're allowed to have things that aren't necessities. Like, I mean, my plants definitely are not a necessity, but they make the dorm feel nice and homey. Whatever I like plants, so I feel like a plant makes a home look nice. Just honestly, this is like your chance to really think about what you want in your house. Like, say a future house, like if you have a Pinterest board of future houses, like this is your chance to take that imaginary abstract thought and you can literally make it a reality here. I mean, granted, it can be pretty expensive. I mean, it's up to you guys however much you want to spend, but I mean, there's definitely cheaper options for everything. IKEA, everything is pretty cheap at IKEA. Like, half of our stuff came from IKEA. So it's definitely like, this is your chance to imagine what you want your house to look like and like make that happen. Now obviously you have to communicate with your roommate and see what they want also, because you don't want to have half of the room covered in plants and then half of the room covered in Pentecost or something, you know what I mean? So that's like that's honestly the biggest thing that I can say is, like, I know it's scary when you're going into college. I know there's a lot more important things to be worried about when you're going to college besides your dorm, but we do worry about our dorms, what they're gonna look like, and I feel like I think it's probably a little bit more common in women than it is in men. I've been in a lot more nicer dorms that belong to girls than I have to boys. So I guess all I can say is, really, I wouldn't worry about it that much though. Like, just take it easy. Once summer starts, like, what are you doing in the summer? Unless you're gone for the whole summer, like, you should be fine. So just plan it out slowly. You have a lot of time between when you get into college and when you move into college. So just take it easy. Don't fret about it too much. I would definitely go to places like IKEA if you can find like a bargain store, like a bargain hunt. That's where I got a lot of my stuff from. Just discount stores in general to make things cheaper. Just try not to worry too much about it. If you talk to your roommate and you sort things out and you plan this out well, then it will go smoothly. And you'll end up with, hopefully, a dorm that you're satisfied with and could potentially win you the Dorm of the Year contest at your school or even here at UGA. So I guess if you have any other questions to ask me about a dorm, moving in, college in general, I'm definitely, I guess, I wouldn't consider myself an expert on dorms. I mean, I made this dorm happen with my roommate, so I do know something at least. So if you guys have any questions about setting up a dorm, roommates, anything like that, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I know a lot of people watching this video are probably people that are going to college. I know when I was going to college, I was looking up a whole lot of dorm tour videos. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. A lot of them didn't really give that many useful tips. I don't know, it's kind of, you know, a lot of them will say 10 things you need, 10 things you don't need, but then, you know, that might not agree with what you want. That's the biggest thing. If you want it, bring it. If you don't want it, don't bring it. Like, that's the simplest thing. You should be able to find a place for everything in your dorm, as long as you literally, like, feel free to ask me your questions about dorms in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. Also, don't forget to go check out my friend Alex /CND. I'll leave a link in the description. He's my friend who literally helped us win the contest anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope my dorm tour satisfied you, and I hope I gave some decent tips to you guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.